Rory McIlroy is one of the most gifted golfers ever to step foot on a course. He has spent more than 100 weeks as the #1 golfer in the world, and he's won one too many tournaments to count. Due to his extraordinary ability, he's one of the players that practically every golfer dislikes competing against. In this video, we'll examine some of the reasons why Rory is so excellent and why golfers dislike competing against him. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be looking at the real reason that golfers hate playing against Rory McIlroy. Yeah, you heard it right. So, let's start our video. Initially, he had a great deal of commitment. Rory McIlroy is tremendously dedicated to his craft. Although this should go without saying, even though he was born with a great deal of talent, he improved his game nearly every year through his own hard work and dedication. The thing is, Rory's always desired to be so skilled at golf that he never needs to worry about naturally talented golfers. This requires countless hours of practice. It is usually assumed that 10,000 hours of practice are required to master a skill. And Rory almost certainly practices golf more than 10,000 hours. Rory has a tendency to truly never give up, regardless of the circumstances. When was the last time Rory missed a cut in a tournament or blew a significant lead? Never. Even the best golfers tend to make blunders like Tiger Woods, but Rory is always at the top of his game, which is one reason why his opponents fear him so much. Moreover, he is one of the sharpest golfers in the area. Despite the fact that Rory's physical abilities are always remarkable as heck, his greatest assets are not his strength or mobility, but rather his intelligence. Rory is without a doubt one of the most intelligent individuals to ever pick up a golf club. He never seems to give in to pressure, but he meticulously calculates every move that he makes. Mental blunders may make or break a golf game. Even tremendous legends like Tiger Woods frequently lose due to their mental faults alone. In contrast, Rory has never nearly committed a conceptual blunder or an arithmetic error. Almost every move that he makes on the course is deliberate, and he has a specific goal. Rory is excessively specific about every small thing, and it has reached the point where he discusses some of his mistakes at press conferences. People are simply stunned since they never consider them to be errors. When the other golfers play against Rory, they're not just playing against a phenomenally talented player, but also a man who's essentially the Einstein of golf, and this is precisely why being against him is never a pleasant experience. Next, he has an excellent grasp of conditions. Not all golf games are equal. No matter how many different golf courses you've played on or how many rows you've committed to memory, you will never master the game. All of them are unless if you do not have at least a rudimentary understanding of how conditions, notably weather conditions, can affect your shots. Obviously, when the wind is extremely strong, your shot will travel in a completely unexpected direction. And this is a challenge faced by numerous amateur and even professional golfers. Rory, however, seems to have a built-in weather station in his brain that tells him exactly how windy, sunny, or humid the weather is. He always seems to know exactly what type of shot he needs to take in the specific weather conditions that he's in, an ability that only a handful of golfers can claim. You could even say that Rory is the best player in this regard. Secondly, he understands the value of the short game. When one considers the god of the short game, Tiger Woods is most likely the first name that comes to mind, particularly during his decade of domination. As competent as Woods may be, you may also argue that Rory McIlroy is equally, or perhaps just as talented. As part of his short game strategy, Rory employs a simple approach. First, he attempts to eliminate the possibility of error. Remember that nobody is flawless, but if anyone was near to perfection, it would be Rory. Second, he practices his shots numerous times before attempting them in competition. Therefore, he knows precisely what will occur regardless of whether he has an advantage. Lastly, he attempts to be more consistent. This necessitates a preference for either shorter or longer games. Regardless, it is evident that this man has a computer chip in his brain that constantly instructs him on what to do, because this material is not human. He's always inventive in his methods of assault. Many people believe that Rory's key to success is his ability to skillfully sketch. However, this is an oversimplification. In actuality, Rory can be an extremely creative player when given the opportunity to be so. Scott Fawcett described Rory as a unicorn who uses the ball in both directions far more than his competition. In layman's words, he's not limited to a single talent. It is sometimes easy to mistake extremely intelligent players for robots, but Rory is essentially the antithesis of a robot. Who could forget Rory's stunning stroke during the 2017 PGA Championship's second round? He blasted a 591-yard par 510. In addition, there are countless instances of Rory being a touch risky on the field, and it's just this type of unpredictability that makes Rory so terrifying to play against. He continues growing better. Sometimes it seems as if Rory McIlroy has always existed. In fact, he began playing professional golf as far back as 2007. it's easy to forget that Rory is just 32 years old due to the fact that such a tragic event occurred 15 years ago. That is correct. Rory has played professionally since he was 17 years old. Rory is, in fact, still a relatively young man, and despite his past achievements, he still has a great deal of potential and numerous opportunities to improve in the sport. As unlikely as that may appear, Tiger Woods is 46 years old and still regarded as one of the top players despite his current ranking of 14th in the world. No one seemed to be able to prevent him from engaging in the activity he enjoys most in the world. This is exactly what Rory sent himself immediately before last year's CJ tournament. Rory wasn't simply blowing his own horn with that comment, as there is a great deal of truth to it. Who are some of the golfers who can currently challenge Rory? And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.